We're going to be kicking from right to left towards the Keith Hussey stand, and the referee sets us going. So it's played long down towards David Fisher, but it comes back, and Donaldson's header forward eventually makes it to Jerome Slew. Jerome Slew trying to play it in down the line, but it runs out of space, and so Wasmer plays the free kick long towards Jerome Slew. Jerome Slew's in on goal. Just getting in there in front of them was number 4 Joe Osler, the captain. That was similarities to one or two of the goals on last Saturday, wasn't it, Ben?
Yeah, it was a nice ball over the top. I think that Slew was kind of inviting pressure there. He was waiting for Osler to get back. Maybe he was hoping that there might be a penalty in that if things didn't go according to plan. But I think that's a good ball over the top from Wasmer to start the game off. And Slew's already seen the sight of goal, but not had a sighter yet. So I think that it'll be interesting to see if there's similar balls throughout the match.
It will. So it's Oscar Gubern to take the free kick here. There's 5 white shirts there in the box. Gubern's free kick goes long and straight into the hands of Alan Julian. That was never really going to test anybody. And Wasmer clears towards Jerome Slew. Cadell Daniel doing his best to try and win it in midfield, but he doesn't get a chance. Long range shot there by the number 20, Thomas Wright. And Alan Julian had to be alert to tip that one over the bar from that distance, Ben. Corner to be taken. It's a bit of a scruffy one. It comes to the edge of the box. There's nothing in it there for Havant and Waterlooville, and it gets cleared towards Slew. He's tight on the touchline in front of us here in the main stand. He's looking for an outlet. He doesn't find one quite. And that's good pressure there by Fisher, just trying to see if he could tempt the defensive capabilities of Hampton Waterlooville. But James Roberts with a break, but that's a great save there by Alan Julian. I don't know how James Roberts got in there, Ben, but he did.
Yeah, well, I think Cox was just a little bit stretched there. They seemed to come out down the left-hand wing, and I think it was a good decision by Julian to come out of his goal off his line to make the save there, but that could have easily ended up in the back of the net. It was a risk, but one that managed to pay off.
There seems to be a lot of Havant players going forward. Dead ball threats seem to be coming forward too. So they're definitely loading the box for this one as well. There's only the free kick taker and the number 5, Michael Green, that's actually not within 10 yards of the Hampton box. It's a long free kick. If it gets blocked out, and that's good defensive work there by Hampton. A couple of chances there, but it gets blocked and played out towards Terrell Miller-Rodney, and Miller-Rodney score, and that was not a very great challenge there by the number 20, Thomas Wright. He didn't need to challenge Miller-Rodney in such a way there, and Miller-Rodney was well and gone there before with the free kick in front of their own dugout. Looks like it's going to be played long towards the box, and it is. The big defender Debawale was in there, but that was well covered there by the Hampton back four. And I think that was the number 15 sneaking in there, unmarked, uncovered. How did that get in, Ben?
I think it got in because the Hampton defence just thought they had him covered. I think that they were appealing for an offside, but it was a great run from Manny Adebawale. He managed to find that space in behind the defence, and the defence didn't spot him until it was too late. And when they did spot him, they thought that he was in an offside position, which he wasn't.
There's all but one of the Hawks line up there in the box. The only one who isn't is Tom Wright.
That's more that they've got forward than last time.
True, and at least they've got an outlet if it clear, so the ball comes into the centre of the box, it's cleared. Miller-Rodney underneath it, back towards Donaldson. Donaldson on the edge of the Havant box, tries to dink the crossover, but it's been a corner there for the Beavers, and thanks to the header there, Julian's able to come some 20 yards outside of his box to play it forward towards the likes of Gray and Wasmer. Plays in Ryan Gondo over on the far side in the box. Gondo plays a cross in, that's a neat cross over there, and it nearly won there for Jake Gray. He was there at the back post trying to turn that Gondo cross in, didn't quite work. But Terrell Miller-Rodney now coming forward. Plays it to Cadell Daniel, who's slightly deeper than what he would want to be. To Gondo. Gondo looking to come inside, does come inside, tries to play it towards Jerome Slew. Gets intercepted, but Daniel picks it up again. Turns, plays it back down the line again, this time towards Slew once more. Didn't come off, and Hampton Waterlooville can clear it long, and it goes out short to Gray. Jet Gray looking to come forward, plays it to Gondo instead. Over on the far side, out wide, plays it to Terrell Miller-Rodney. Looking for an outlet. He finds Fisher wide on the left, sends it into the back post. Slew missed it, and Gondo came in round the back, but his header was somewhat tame and ends up in the hands. So it's a free kick from the far side, played in towards the box, cleared by Jake Gray. Jerome Slew can't quite get there, but Hampton are creating pressure in midfield, and end up winning the ball. Nearly gets to Jerome Slew. Cadell Daniel tidies up, plays it, tries to play it long, too long for Jerome Slew and nowhere near David Fisher. So Donaldson with the throw in just in front of the main stand towards Gray. Gray's header onto Fisher. Fisher heads it forward to Slew. Slew gets on the end of the ball. He's still got it. He's got defenders in front of him. What a finish! That pen was out of next to nowhere, that one did. Jerome Slew looked like he was covered by at least 2 or 3 white shirts. He clipped the shot on the turn with his right foot. It wrong-footed Warner to some extent, who got a hand to it, diving back to his right. But it ended up in the bottom right-hand corner of the net, and Hampton equalised inside 6 or 7 minutes to go at the end of the half.
Yeah, beautiful goal. It's one of those where you kind of wonder how it ended up happening, but one that took a lot of skill from Slew. There was a nice little flip-flap from him in front of the Havant defence, just to, you know, get them a bit out of shape, and I don't think that they were particularly expecting the shot there to come in, and certainly not towards the keeper's near post. You'd expect a keeper to have those sorts of things covered, but he didn't, and Jerome Slew makes it 2-2.
Good defender on Jerome Slew. The number 10 Clifford sends it forward into the box. That's cleared there by Wasmer, and that is the end of the first half here at the Cleo Saul Beveree Stadium. It's going to be with Sam Cox. He's got Jake Gray, that's a possibility. He's got Ryan Gondo. Jerome Slew's lurking. Cadell Daniel makes a sprint for it. It goes towards Daniel. It goes to Gray. Ryan Gondo spins the cross in. That's to Cadell Daniel, and it just missed by Cadell Daniel, and sneaking in there at the back post was David Fisher, and neither of them could get a touch on it.
No, Gondo put the perfect. Yeah, but still a lot of pressure on Havant here. They're all inside the Hampton half. Donaldson and Inman on the line, although Havant looking to break through that.
And it's a very quick break there. It's with Newton over on the far side. There's 3 or 4 white shirts in the centre. It comes to James Roberts, and he just in his attempt to get the shot in. It goes high over the bar. So Inman with it forward towards Slew. It's Cadell Daniel trying to pick it up. He's not able to get the best of Clifford, but there's still pressure there. Haven't been kept in the corner of their own half. Ball down the line from Donaldson. Finds Daniel. Daniel's in some space here, but Adebowale had it covered there. Just inside their own half. And it's played across to Green. Green plays it long towards the box. There's many white shirts running in, but the header ends up in the hands of Alan Julian. Quick kick there by Julian towards Slew, but that was covered there by Green and goes out for a throw-in. So correction, Julie comes. So Havant trying to make room with Baggy on this left-hand side. Got Cox in front of him. Plays it across goal, and that cross there by the number 14 Joe Newton. That was another one that only needs a contact from a white shirt, and Alan Julian would have been struggling, but as it is, it was deflected away and goes out for a corner. I mean, that looked like a throw in just right in front of us on the halfway line. Osler. The burn back to Osler. looks to play it out wide, and that's been picked up there by David Fisher. He's got to the edge of the box, he's got Ross Warner. And what is the
penalty?
Referee has awarded a penalty. Fisher was there, brought down by Warner. This is going to be a challenge. What does the referee do here? Is that a goal-scoring opportunity, Ben, do you think?
It is a goal-scoring opportunity.
I think Warner's in trouble.
He's not going to escape a booking. It could be yellow because Fisher was a little bit off target. He wasn't right in front of the goal, but it definitely needs to be punished, that.
And for the moment, the referee has not done anything. He's just awarded the penalty and stood by the penalty spot. He's not shown anything. He's not even given a yellow card. But Slew lined up with the penalty, waiting for the referee's signal. Begins the run-up, takes it and blasts it into the back of the Alan Simpson stand. Plenty of movement in the box. It was aimed towards Inman. But he didn't get there. Played down the line, back heel to Cadell Daniel. He's got two Havant players in front of him trying to get the cross in. He finally gets a cross in, it goes flapping around and it has to be headed out for another corner to Ross Warner throw in. No great rush to take this throw in by Havant. Debawale plays it back and it nearly and Brandon Barsley has been pulled down there, and that is definitely going to be a booking. Barsley pulled down right in front of the D from 5 yards outside the box. Looks like it's the number 14, Joseph Newton. Blows his whistle for Cadell Daniel to take the free kick, takes it. It clears the wall, but it's a comfortable save there by Ross Warner.
Well, it was on target, which we couldn't say about the penalty, so maybe Cadell Daniel should have been over the ball from 12 yards.
So Warner clears it long. We've got just over 5 minutes left here to play at the Cleo Saul Beveree Stadium. Cleared by Havant. Havant play a quick ball long. Charlie Wassom's got to get to this, and he does. Heads the ball into the centre circle, falls to Cadell Daniel. Not the space Cadell was hoping for. And Goban comes forward. Got Gray in front of him. Baggy goes round Sam Cox. He goes through Brandon Barsley, and that's going to be a free kick. And my first thought that was factually just inside the corner of the Hampton box.
Well,
the referee has judged it to be outside.
My first thought was that was going to be just outside the box. Actually, I think that the contact was outside the box, and the player was definitely trying to make it appear that the contact was in the box to try and give Havant an effort from the penalty spot.
So think about this one. He may do a dummy and run over, and he does, and it's left to Wall. He tries the shot, it goes low, hits the Hampton defence, and it's cleared there quickly by Barsley. It doesn't go far enough, and it comes back, but it's picked up there by Fisher just on halfway.
Midfield.
So Havant with a corner on the far side, it comes over. That's a great save there by Julian, but it's been put in there by the number 9, Alex Wall. The what a late heartbreak there for the Beavers. The corner should have been cleared, wasn't cleared. Wall managed to tap the ball home after that. Julian managed to save the header, and that is so disappointing there for the Beavers. They've got to, almost at stoppage time, and in which there'll be plenty, and now they find themselves a goal behind. Happened about the time of the goal. So Hampton still trying to put pressure on. Balls with Cole Brown on the edge of the box, trying to trick his way through. Plays to Slew. Slew thought he was fouled, but that's a shot there by Brown. It's blocked. Slew in the box, saved by Warner. It's still loose, and it's gone behind. Just waiting to see. I think it's a goal ground for a goal kick. Just as pretty much on a level with the Havant penalty area. There's everybody pretty much inside the Havant box. Headed cleared away there by Newton.
Referee is checking his watch a fair bit, so it seems as if Hampton really don't have much time left now.
So Miller Rodney, Barsley, ball into the box. That's too close to Warner, and the referee decides that is enough.